Today I'm going to be talking about Australian beaches and more specifically what you need to be aware of before you go out for a swim at one of these beaches. Hello! Hi pretty girl! Someone's come to say hi again. Hi! Do you want to say hi? Hi! Do you want to sit on Mammy? Do you want to sit on Mammy? Oh, maybe not. My name is Karen, and on my channel I help you bridge the gap or close the gap between the English that you learn in the classroom and the English that's actually used in real life. If you're new here, make sure you press the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my future videos. The next listening practice video that I have for you is about surfing, sort of. I should have it ready for you next week so you can find out then. But today I wanted to give you a bit more of an idea about what beaches are actually like in Australia. Now, if you're already living in Australia or you're planning on visiting Australia at some point, once we're able to start traveling again, then you've probably seen or heard about all the lovely beaches in Australia. Yes, they are very pretty beaches, but you also need to know that the surf at these beaches can be very dangerous. Firstly, what is the surf? They're the large waves that are coming in from the sea or the ocean as they're getting close to the beach or the shoreline or the rocks. See the white foam at the top like bubbles? So all of this is the surf as the waves come closer to the beach or to the shore. Now at some parts of the beach, the water can actually pull you back out into the ocean. And these areas are called rip currents or just rips. And there are thousands, literally thousands of rips at Australian beaches on any given day. So you need to be very careful. So if you're not a strong swimmer and you can't read the surf, and by reading the surf, I mean you can't tell where these dangerous places are in the water, then you should only swim between the red and yellow flags at the beach. Now, the area between the two flags is the area on the beach that lifeguards patrol. And lifeguards are the people on the beach who make sure that anyone swimming between the flags stays safe. Now, these lifeguards are usually wearing red and yellow, exactly like the flags, so you know exactly who they are and you can easily see them on the beach. So they're the ones who read the surf for you and put up the red and yellow flags in an area on the beach where it's safer for people to swim, where they're less likely to be pulled back out into the ocean by these rips. Now, I cannot stress this enough. There are so many people from overseas who don't realize just how dangerous Australian beaches can be. They don't swim between the flags and they get pulled out into the ocean and drown or almost drown. And they also get bitten out there. There are a lot of dangerous animals out there as well, like this guy here. They may look harmless, but these guys can actually kill you. And look how transparent they are. You may not necessarily even see them. And if you've never been stung by a jellyfish, you don't know how bad the pain can be. It is really bad. If you have been stung by a jellyfish, let me know in the comments below just how bad the pain was, so everyone else can also find out just how bad the sting is, or the stings are from these jellyfish. So you just need to be aware of these things if you're ever going to go to a beach in Australia. Now, these beaches are beautiful places, don't get me wrong, but you just need to respect the ocean. You don't necessarily know what's underneath the water. So here are a few tips for you so that you can stay safe at the beach. Firstly, like I said before, swim between the red and yellow flags. If you're not a strong swimmer and you can't read the surf, then swim between the flags. Even if you are a strong swimmer, just swim between the flags. It's just so much safer that way. Secondly, there are other signs at the beach as well, like these. Read them. They're there for your own safety. Thirdly, surf conditions can change very quickly, so make sure you listen to any announcements that the lifeguards make. The fourth tip, try and swim with a friend so that there's someone there to help you or to call for help if you do get into trouble out in the surf. And the final tip, if you do get pulled out into the ocean by one of these rips, stay calm, or as calm as you possibly can given the circumstances. Stick your hand up or raise your hand and tread water and just wait for a lifeguard, because you're swimming between the flags and the lifeguards are patrolling this area. And if you do have any questions while you're on the beach, ask one of the lifeguards. They're there to make sure that people on the beach stay safe. Now, remember how I said that lifeguards always wear a red and yellow uniform, like the flags? Well, at a few beaches in Sydney, the lifeguards actually wear a light blue uniform. And this is because of a popular TV show called Bondi Rescue, which is all about lifeguards rescuing mainly overseas tourists at Sydney's iconic Bondi Beach. Because of the popularity of this TV show, a lot of overseas tourists now recognize this light blue uniform. So the lifeguards at some of the beaches near Bondi and at Bondi also wear this light blue uniform. But at all other beaches in Australia, you will still see the lifeguards wearing the usual red and yellow uniform. Now, I hope that what I've said in today's video doesn't scare you away from Australian beaches. Like I said, they are beautiful beaches, but you just need to stay safe, respect the ocean, and just know that they can be much more dangerous than you think. You don't want to appear on Bondi Rescue. I don't know if this show is still on, but if it is, you don't want to be one of the people that they're rescuing, unless you want your 15 minutes of fame. If you just take one thing away from today's video, it is to swim between the red and yellow flags. And if you're at a beach that doesn't have any flags up, then it's probably safer for you to just not swim there. So like I said, my next listening practice video is all about the surf, kind of. You'll find out when you watch that video next week. Hoping that I'll have it out next week for you. I hope you learnt a few things in today's video, not just about English, but also how to stay safe at Australian beaches. I'll also put a link down in the description below for you if you'd like some more information about beach safety. Thank you for watching today's video. Keep practicing, stay safe out there, and I shall see you next week, hopefully, with the next listening practice video. Bye!